Good morning to all of you. Welcome to Legal Matters by Sai Babu Sankara. Now we are going to discuss a case law on Sri Lankan refugees or Indian origin Tamilians, IOT they call. One such case has come before the Madras High Court. Justice G.R. Swaminathan of High Court of Madras bench at Madurai in the case of Ganeshen versus Government of India and others in WP (MD) number 12782 by 2022 on 1st December 2023 held that treat the so-called Ganeshen or Sri Lankan repatriate as a citizen, extend all consequential benefits. This is the direction given by the Honorable High Court of Madras. Because Madras High Court stated that there are certain treaties with Sri Lanka, particularly the treaty which says that India will recognize or will give shelter to 6,000 Indian origin Tamilians. But so far they have done only 4.5 lakhs or so. 1.5 lakhs are still remaining. But still they are counting Meena Meshalu to give the citizenship to the Sri Lankan repatriates. Why? Definitely there will be some procedural wrangles. It's not that easy to say that give them passport. They will give. They will verify all these things. Whenever you apply for a passport, if you go to the passport office, if there is any just one spelling mistake, one word, they will not allow. For example, I will tell my own case. My name is Sunkara Sai Babu, but in my Aadhaar card, it was written as S. Sai Baba. Only A and U, they are different. When I went to the passport office for the renewal, they refused. Then I have to change the Aadhaar card as S. Sai Babu. Then only they have accepted. So this is the type of verification they will do. But here, the case of Ganesh is very particular. Ganeshan, actually, he is a Sri Lankan repatriate. He came from Sri Lanka to India in the year 1990. That is during the ethnic conflict between Somalis and Indian origin Tamilians. Right? So, please remember, his passport, actually applied for the passport in 1970. He wanted Indian passport in the year 1970. It was granted to him by the attaché or the Assistant High Commissioner of India in Sri Lanka in 1982. After 12 years, they have given the passport. Now, he wanted the regularization of the citizenship basing on the passport. Two important aspects came here. Number one, the authorities, they are not sure about the photo. See, in 1970 applied for the passport. Today we are in 2022. So, age difference. Definitely, you will change your the so-called photos like a chameleon. As a youngster, suppose if I see my younger days, suppose if I show my college days photos to my grandchildren, they will not identify. Even when I am in uniform and when in mufti, if I take two photos, the people, they can't recognize me. There's a problem. So that is one thing. So even then, he has gone to the High Court of Madras previously, and he requested to be treated as a Sri Lankan refugee. But there are discrepancies with the passport. Right. So he approached the High Court. High Court directed the concerned authority, the regional passport officer, to consider his case. Normally, High Courts do the same thing. They will not ask, come on, give him passport. They will say, consider his case. So, during the consideration, please remember, this consideration of his representation, that they have the passport authorities, they give the order stating that the materials placed by Mr. Ganeshan, they are not sufficient to conclude that he is a person of Indian origin. And he was directed to produce the conclusive evidence. You know what is may presume, what is shall presume, and what is conclusive evidence as per the Indian Evidence Act. Conclusive evidence they wanted to have, but he did not have that. Once again, he has come to the High Court. So please remember, High Court has given directions. Give him passport. Treat him as a Sri Lankan repatriate. Give him all the beneficials, because the photography has been crossed by the so-called authority India 1970. Now we are in an age where it is easy to find out the identity of a person from a photograph. So do it, but you don't shift the burden. The burden should not be shifted to the applicant. So please remember, the court directed the government to recognize Ganeshen as an Indian origin and grant him all the rehabilitative measures announced by the government of India and allow him to seamlessly integrate into the mainstream. So these are the very good directions given by the High Court. Of course, now they have to follow. There is no other go for them. But how the difficulties are coming, how the procedural wrangles are giving a person so much of a difficulty. This is the main problem. So, yesterday, my son-in-law, Mr. Suresh, his father recently died. He came from USA. So while performing the obsequies, he has got the clean-shaved head. Then he was doubtful whether the airport authorities can identify him or not. So this is the problem, real problem. But anyway, the authorities also, they have to take a positive view in view of the latest communications, latest technology, and react. So with this, I am concluding. Please read the case law and enrich your legal knowledge. Thank you very much.